Welcome to this MYXclusive interview. I'm BJ IE, and for today we have a young singer-songwriter with us from Island Records of MCA Music. And kaka-guest niya lang actually, guys, last month for her first two singles, Dreams and Dream pala and Hearts Hate Me. Medyo nagugulan ako sa ko balalagay S. But for today, meron naman siyang bagong release. She has her a 4-track EP out. It's called Don't Quote Me, and we're going to be talking about that. Please welcome back to this MYXclusive interview, Dia Mate!
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Hi, Dia. Thank you for dropping by Mix once again to tell us about your good news, which is your EP. Pero bago tayo mag-simula dyan, okay, so what's been new with you aside from music since last month that you were
What's
here?
been new with me, honestly,
Yes.
I haven't done done much. It's honestly just the music and prepping for the EP release and shoots, and yeah, trying to make music at home again. Trying to produce.
Oh, so
yeah.
kaka-release mo lang ng EP after your 2 debut singles, tapos biglang, may bagong music na ka ng tinatrabaho dyan ngayon?
Hindi naman, no. Because I like producing and making songs for fun. So it's just practice lang and maybe to add to like my demos. But it's not naman super serious, like I'm gonna release it.
Oh, okay. Naku, ganyan nagsisimula yung mga yan. Tapos after biglang, this is kind of good. I should
Maybe.
Okay, well, we will see about that in the future. But for now, let's talk about what you have released, which is your 4-track EP, Don't Quote Me. So, tell us about this. Kailan nag-start yung paggawa mo nito? Was this all done during the pandemic?
So, yes, it was all done during the pandemic. I finished it back in around February. Like, we had all the masters na and everything. But I wrote the songs at different times. So I wrote Dream late last year. And then I wrote Take Me Away also late last year. Faded I wrote in January, December.
Okay.
So I wrote them all at like different times. And actually with the EP, I wasn't planning on having those specific songs together. So for example, sorry. So Beautiful Disaster was a last minute addition to the EP. Oh my God.
Sorry. It's okay. You should take your time. Ano bang... Yes. You should take care of your voice. Oh my gosh, that's your main instrument. Yes.
I don't know what's happening to me. I'm really sorry.
Go lang.
But as I was saying, so Beautiful Disaster was actually a last minute addition to the EP. Yeah, and Faded was completely new because the original plan was to put my demos from last year, the ones I've showed to the team, and then Faded because I worked with Fern. So he gave me a new beat and then I wrote a new song and I decided I really like this and I want to put this specific song in the EP na.
Oh, okay. So that's how the whole EP was formed. So basically, this was medyo recent lang. Lahat ng sinabi mo dates parang within 2020 and 2021 lang. So medyo mabilis yung paggawa nitong EP. I mean, relatively, kasi you were saying, this was written in different times. Pero lahat pala during the pandemic naman.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, oo. So, can you tell us about the title first? No, Don't Quote Me. Kasi usually yung mga titles ng EP, track sa sa EP, isa title siya doon. So dito, bakit Don't Quote Me?
So I wanted it to be Don't Quote Me because I was thinking of the songs in a way na parang I was writing it about a specific person or a specific time. And, I was having this conversation with my best friend and it was like, with my songs, it may be about a person, but I hope they don't think that's how I feel now. Like, it's like a past feeling that I've let go of, I've moved on from. So I named it Don't Quote Me because I don't want them to relay it as of something that I feel now. It's more of something I felt back then. So parang I wanted it to be like, Don't Quote Me also, because it's kind of like diary entries of my life, each song. So if you're listening to it, you're kind of like picking my brain a bit. Like that's really something I went through and something I felt. And for Don't Quote Me, like all the songs have this like similar themes of like moving on, like heartbreak, some sadness, melancholy with a bit of hopefulness, I guess. But yeah, so that's basically what the title is about.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It kind of reminds me actually of Taylor Swift, 'di ba? How she released Fearless, Taylor's
Mm-hmm.
version, and then may mga songs doon na sinulat niya nung Fearless era pa
Mm-hmm.
na people are assuming about are about Joe Jonas. Pero like even
Mm-hmm.
if she released it now, people understand that it's not how she feels now. It was back then. So the same with Don't Quote Me. Parang ito yung mga feelings mo before,
Mm-hmm.
but you're just releasing them now. You took inspiration from that time in your life. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
let's do it track by track, if that's okay. So let's start
Yes.
with Take Me Away. What is
Mm-hmm.
the song about?
So, Take Me Away, I'd like to describe it as the most raw song on my EP. It's a very, very personal one, close to my heart. Because
Mm-hmm.
at the time I wrote that song, I wasn't really in a good mindset, I guess. I was feeling a bit of like depression and anxiety at the time. And it wasn't good. Like, to be completely frank, I wasn't okay. And this song really helped me because at the time I was really using music as my outlet. So with that song, I was like writing all my feelings down. It may not be super specific, but that's really how like my mind was working at the time. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to be here right now. Like this mindset, I want to be somewhere else. That's why it's like take me away to another place. Because when you're in that like sort of mindset, like you're so anxious and
Mm-hmm.
you're like depressed, like you don't want to be there, like you want to be your old self, you want to be happy again. So I guess that's the whole premise of that song, and
Yeah.
it's very very sad in a way, but I
Mm-hmm.
look back at it now and it's like, wow, this song really helped me because I was able to write down all my emotions and let it out. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you were able to capture that emotion as well in the
Mm-hmm.
visualizer. So let's talk about that. Can you tell us about the symbolisms of the
Mm-hmm.
visualizers? Kasi parang napansin ko meron kang red na circle na
Yeah.
nagbe-blink sa chest mo na hindi throughout the video, parang in certain times lang, like intro and extra. Can you tell us about that?
So I wanted to include that like the light. So that's supposed to be like a simulation of like a heartbeat. So at the start it's like so bright and it's like there's so much life. And as
Mm-hmm.
if you notice like throughout the visualizer as you keep watching it, the light starts to dim.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like parang you're losing your life a little bit. It's a little bit dark, but that's how I wanted to put it. Like in the song, I was really like not in a good place. So it's like I was really really sad, and it's just kind of the light in me was going away. So that's what it's supposed to be. And
Mm-hmm.
then through the rest of the visualizer, they have like red and blue lights. So it's supposed to simulate like ambulance or like police cars. Because in the beginning of the song, there's like a siren, diba?
Yeah.
So that's why we wanted to include like those lights, and then there's like the passing lights and all of that, and it's very dark
Yes.
as well, like a dark setting.
Ito nga, yun din tatanong ko, parang bakit may blaring sirens in a certain part of the song? Like, why did you decide to put that in?
I think it was more of like on a standpoint, I was making the beat first and I was looking through samples, and then I heard the siren and I put it in and I thought it was so perfect because I don't know, because how the song was already, it was so sad. So I was like, you know what? Why not put a siren in there? Add to that sadness, I guess, that extra oomph to the song. And I didn't really put too much thought into it. I just thought it sounded good with the whole song. I felt like it put it together. Because without it, it wasn't as like,
Mm-mm.
as special in a sense to me.
Yeah. Well, maganda yung effect niya and, parang naka-heighten pa na, naging mas intense yung
Mhm.
emotions because of that. So, that is Take Me Away, guys. Do listen to it. The visualizer is also up now on YouTube. Now, let's go to another track from Don't Quote Me. Let's go to Beautiful Disaster.
Mhm.
Okay. So, tell us about the song first before we go to the visualizer.
So the song, ooh. I mean, I didn't really, so this specific song, I didn't really write it about a specific person. It was more like just the feelings I had at the time, just the emotions. And Beautiful Disaster entails like how relationships aren't perfect and how like
Mm-hmm.
I came to the realization that like, of course I'm not perfect. And every relationship I have is never going to be perfect. Either it be like a friendship, romantic relationship, a relationship with like my family. It may be really really good, but it's never gonna be super perfect. So that's
Yeah.
really the whole like song in itself. That's why I call myself a beautiful disaster, because every there's gonna be a disaster and something beautiful. So that's how I like to put it in a way. And it
Mm-hmm.
was more like it's also kind of like falling for someone, but they know that you're not perfect. You know that they're not perfect. So it's kind of hard to like start that as well because you have your doubts in those relationships. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ang mature for a 19-year-old, ah. Grabe ka, Dia. Parang
Oh my
dami mo
god,
ng,
so
mas marami
cute.
ka ng experiences in life kaysa sa akin. Ang dami mo
Oh
ng,
my gosh, I don't think so.
realizations and learnings, and you're able to put it in your song. So that's great. Okay, now let's talk about the visualizer naman of Beautiful Disaster. What is up with the mirror and the old school phone there? Naabutan mo pa ba
Mhm.
yung phones na ganon?
Yung landline, when I was younger.
Oo, naabutan mo pa yon yung ganon
Wow!
kalaki?
Yung, hindi naman yan kalagay. Just the one on the, parang yung regular landline sa, parang sa kitchen. You know?
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
like
okay.
that one.
Usually
The
kasi
wired
ngayon mga ano
one.
na yung mga, yun nga yung wireless na, tas digital
Mm-hmm.
na, gano'n. So,
Yeah.
naabutan mo pa siya. Okay, okay. So,
Mm.
what do those mean? Pati yung parang mirrors of floor, tama ba?
Yes. So
Mm.
there wasn't really, I guess it was more of like an idea I had of at the moment because when I had to send 1990, so that's the production house, my pegs, I didn't know what to do with Beautiful Disaster at first. I was like, what do I do with this visualizer? I have no clue what I want to do. And then I was
Mm-hmm.
looking through Pinterest and then I saw mirrors and then I saw the cloth and I saw like all the white things and I was like, okay, I really like this. It fits the song in a sense because Beautiful Disaster, I guess if you want to think about it metaphorically, like looking at the mirror, you're looking at yourself and realizing, you're you can be a beautiful disaster in a sense. So you're just looking at yourself and realizing your reflection. And then with the cloth, it's just more for the I guess the beauty of it and like the colors, and I just like how serene and calm it is. Just that kind of setup. And then so for the old school phone, the reason for
Mm-hmm.
that was actually 1990s film idea
Yeah.
because in the beginning of the song there's like a teleprompter or not teleprompter, like when you call someone and there's like a voicemail, diba?
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, yeah, we feel like this is going to be a good idea. It's like, okay, go, GG, I love this idea. So that's why they brought in the old school telephone, and it really worked out because it's also, in a sense, with that song. What I was thinking was when you're trying to call someone and you want to talk to them, but like they're not answering you because like they don't want to
Oh.
talk to you, and it's kind of sad because again, what I said kanina, like the relationship isn't perfect, so maybe it's like a fight or it's just that person isn't in a good place to speak. So that's why it goes straight to voicemail. And it's like
Mm-mm.
there's like a high and low voice as well because it's like the regular and then like, oh man, like okay. So that's why there's a an old school phone.
There you go. Thank you for explaining. Parang ang dami namin ano, na-appreciate, mas na-appreciate dun sa song and sa video. So again, guys, sa YouTube yan. Along with this one also, one of the tracks
Mhm.
also sa Don't Quote Me, Faded, kung saan meron kang parang glittery na
Oh
tears
yes.
streaming from your eyes. Parang, wow! Paano nyo nagawa yun? First of all, okay, dito naman unahin natin yung visualizer. Doon ako pinaka-interesado. Parang,
Yung
wow, I
tears,
love your
huh?
look there.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
So, what does that symbolize, and how is it like doing that whole thing sa
Mhm.
video?
So Faded, I really wanted to be more Euphoria inspired. That's why it's like so glittery, and
Mm-mm.
I had that makeup on, and the amazing makeup artist Janica. She created the tears with glue gun, and then she put glitters in it, and then she like let it sit. But she made this beforehand, and then she just stuck it to my face with eyelash glue, and it just stayed there. And it was like super close to eye ko, like it was right there. So when she first put it, it was like, oh, like I was hearing.
Pero hindi ba dapat naka-mold yun dun sa parang cheeks mo, ganon? How was she able to make it without parang molding it to your face?
She just put eyelash glue and then it just stuck there. I was so surprised. Yeah, I don't know how she was able to do
Oh!
it. Yeah, but it
Parang
was really.
naka-measure talaga dun sa sa cheeks mo. Ang galing!
Yeah, and she didn't have like before that she didn't have measurements of my face or
Yeah.
anything. Hmm.
Oh,
So
okay,
she
okay.
just
So,
kind of like eyeballed it.
was that your idea na parang, wait, I want glittery tears for this?
No, actually, it was 1990s idea. Because we had a pre-prod meeting beforehand. We're like, yeah, we really like, we love the Euphoria idea and we want to do the tears, because I sent them a Pinterest board, and literally if you see that
Mm,
Pinterest board, it's all Euphoria pictures. And there was one specific one of Rue, you know that scene where she's sitting down and she's like tripping and then she has the tears, like the glitter tears.
Gru from
Rue.
Despicable Me?
No, no, no,
Ah,
Rue. Rue.
Ru from Hunger Games?
Rue from
Sinong Ru?
Rue. Hindi ba Ru? Ay, what's her name pala? Wait, sorry. Basta
Kilala ko lang
Zendaya.
Ru sa si Hunger Games
Ru
eh. Yung
pala yung
ano, yung
name niya. Wait,
batang
I'm so
kulot.
embarrassed. Wait,
Wait,
I love it.
sinong Ru?
Hindi pala.
Ini
Wait, that's not her name. Sorry. Basta Zendaya's character sa Euphoria. What's her name?
Si Zendaya. Okay, okay. Hindi
Oh!
ko rin sure. Hindi ko rin
No,
sure.
but,
Okay, okay,
wait,
okay.
oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. I was thinking of something else.
Gets. Okay, okay,
But,
okay.
yeah, no,
Sige.
that's such a fail. But okay, I love Euphoria. I'm just gonna put it out there. I just forgot. I had a momentary lapse.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. But
Wait. Ru nga. Ru from
okay,
Euphoria.
yeah,
Okay,
Rue
okay.
from
Ru
Euphoria. Okay,
talaga.
correct.
Yes. Ru
I got
Bennett. Okay,
Rue
okay.
Bennett. Yeah, but yeah. So I had that picture in the Pinterest board, and I guess they really liked that. So they're like, okay, we're gonna put tears on your face. I was like, okay, G. So that's why there's the tears. Oh yeah.
Okay. So now, how does it relate naman to the song? Let's talk about Faded.
So faded is basically a metaphor for the idea of falling in love with someone, or basically the idea of sorry.
Sige, alam mo, gusto mo ba uminom ng tubig muna? Okay lang naman, para, para ma-rest mo naman yung voice mo. And while you do that, I just like to say hello to Obel Certeza. Sabi niya, tama yung Ru, haha. Sabi ni Tam Findlay, hi! Hi sis, have a lovely day, stay happy and safe. Queenie
Aw.
Makahilig says, hello Dia, congrats on your EP and collab with Blaster. Sige, later on, we'll talk more about that. Nikki Abanto, hi! Habang nagmo-module, manood muna ako na to. Hehe. Uy, thank you. Sana makatulong kami sa pag-aaral mo. Okay, Dia, go ahead. Let's talk about the song that you collaborated with Fern, yung
Mhm.
Faded.
So how faded started was he sent me a beat, and I really loved it, how like jazzy it was, a very very R&B type style, which is
Mhm.
like my ultimate love, like that type of music. So I was super game to do, like, use that beat. And before I go into the meaning of the song actually had like three versions before the final one. It went through so many, because working with her, it was so fun. He was like, this could be better, maybe we should change it. And then I was like, okay, yeah, I agree, let's change it. So yeah, again, it went through the three. So like the only thing that's the same there, like completely the same, is the second verse. That's the only thing that wasn't changed at all. And then the chorus, it's the same, pero I took out some stuff from the original one. So
Fern
yeah.
is so creative, no? Parang ang dami niya
Mm.
ginagawa in life. Like,
I know,
for
he's always
his music,
busy.
tapos for other artists' music as
Yeah.
well, and he always reinvents. How are you able to get in touch naman with Fern? Like, are you guys friends na talaga before?
So no, actually, we weren't friends before. The label introduced me to him because we had to do that performance for Baby Rai for by 2020. So that's how we met, and then we just kept working together. And then through that, we became friends. And then I invited him to be in my music video, for my Heart Hates Me music video sa LU. So he was there, and like his friends were there. And then now, he's become one of my really good friends because of that, like working together and seeing him a lot. So yeah, I met him through
Oh,
the label, which is super nice. Yeah, I'm super happy with
yes.
his right now.
By the way, to everyone watching, yung by 2020, that is the New Year countdown, 2020 to
So,
2021. It was it was the biggest New Year countdown nung 2020 to 2021. And Diamante was one of the performers there. We also had Darren Espanto, Moira, Ben and Ben, and dami mga artists doon. So, Dia, let's talk about naman dun, the other track dun sa Don't Quote Me. So we've talked about three so far, diba?
mhm,
Take Me Away, Beautiful Disaster, and Faded. And now, I know you've kind of talked about this na in your previous interview with us, but let's just delve more about you dun sa collaboration mo with Blaster. Kasi you've
mhm.
been working with different artists. So you have Fern and then Blaster Silonga of Four Spades, Crown also for Hearts Hate Me. So
Yeah.
dito naman tayo kay Blaster. So how are you able to get involved naman with Blaster? How did the collaboration come about?
So in the beginning, I had this meeting with my team and we were discussing the EP. And then Belle, my A&R, she was like, "Yeah, we really think that for Dream, Blaster would be a great producer for this." And I was like, "Oh, I'm so G," because I was like I'm such a big fan of like Four of Spades, and like I love their music. So I was like, "Wow, okay, I'm gonna take this. Please make it happen."
So
So
again, you haven't met before.
no, like
Ah.
everyone like I've worked with, I met because of the label actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was really really cool because when Blaster agreed to produce my song, I met him through Zoom, and then we were like discussing like the pegs and what
Mm-mm.
we were like going for in a sense, and one of them was like Circles by Post Malone, like that type of vibe.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that's where it kind of came from, and like a bit of like Claro indie vibe. So it was super cool because we were in the same headspace and we understood like, yeah, we get each other. This is what we want the song to be. And then when he
Mhm.
first sent me the full demo beat, I was like, wow, I love this because it was he literally picked my brain and made it
Yeah.
how it is now, and it's perfect, like a perfect interpretation of what I wanted it to be, like
Mhm.
the vibe of it and how happy it is in contrast with like the sad lyrics. So I call it like a happy sad
Yes.
song. And it was
Mm.
I actually haven't met him in person at all. Yeah,
Oh.
he's the only one like from meeting people in the label. He's the only one I haven't met in person. So because we just work through Zoom, and then I actually recorded all my vocals here at home. So this is my
Mm.
setup. That's my mic. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
ang ganda nga eh, oo.
thank you. But yeah, I just recorded everything at home, and then I sent him the vocals, and we just worked back and forth through Zoom and Telegram, and that's how it
Yeah.
worked.
Wow. Well, sana mag-meet na kayo in person soon, when everything calms down
Yeah,
and
hopefully.
maging medyo back to normal
Mhm.
na ang mga bagay-bagay. Pero while we wait for that, I'd also like to know, meron bang plans on making a visualizer for this? Kasi so far, there's only a lyric video out, which is beautiful, by the way, na parang may road trip feels. Yeah. Pero
Mhm.
meron ka ba kayong plano to release a visualizer for Dream?
Yes, there's a music video coming out. We shot it the other day in an unknown location with a bird. And the bird is named Quack
Ooh!
Quack.
Kwek, anong kind of bird na lang? Sige.
It's a dove. It's a white dove. Yeah,
Oh,
but the
okay.
name the name is Quack Quack.
Ang cute.
I
So,
don't know why.
okay, I get why it's an unknown location. Baka you can't reveal. Pero what, is it a beach? Is it a house lang? Anong kind
It's
of location?
it's like a house and parang outdoors, very woodsy, green, very green.
Oh, is it within Metro Manila?
No, it's well, kind of out of town, a bit out of town, like a 2 hour drive lang from the south.
But still oo, effort yun.
Mm-mm, I
Lalo na
know,
ngayon, ang traffic na kaya ulit.
I
Grabe.
know, it's so
Parang
bad.
walang pandemya.
I
Everyone's
know.
parang grabe, back to going to work na ata, marami,
Mhm.
oo. Pero anyway, we'll be waiting for that. Kailan na naman namin pwedeng ma-expect yung music video na yun to come out?
Not so sure. I think first week of July, if I'm not mistaken. First or second
Uy,
week of July. So it's close
lapit
na.
na.
Lapit na.
Yeah. Okay. I know you can't reveal too much about it, pero like, can you give us an idea kung ano yung concept? Especially with a dove. Like, why is there a dove there?
Because actually Island posted it on their story when we were at the shoot. It was a dove in a cage. Because in the
Uh-huh.
song, it's like, I'm a caged bird who just wants to be free. So, yeah. I worked with Toothless Studios. I
Oh.
worked with direct Jonats. And he was like, yeah, we're going to put a bird in a cage and you're going to carry it. And you're going to have a chain around your hand. So they put it on their story naman, so people saw it. So it was like a purple cage, and then there was a dove in it, and I had a chain around my hand, like I was locked to the the cage.
Ooh, ang ganda.
Oh,
I
super,
can't
super
I can't
nice.
wait. Kasi Dream actually is
Excited.
my favorite out of the four.
Really?
So don't quote
Thank you so
me.
much.
Yes. But if you were to choose one
Mhm.
favorite na you can sing to
Ooh.
us right now a few lines of, which one would you choose? Alam ko mahirap, because they're all your babies. Pero ikaw, what would you like to give us a sample of?
I think actually my favorite to sing is Dream because I can play it on the guitar. That's why it's my favorite.
Yay! Okay, sige. Can
Mm-hmm.
you do a few lines?
A few lines. Want me to get my guitar?
Yes,
It's
please.
there
Sige, go
lang.
ahead.
Yes, it's
Yes. Go
there.
lang, go lang. So to everyone watching right now on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok, thank you so much for joining us. We still have Dia Mate with us. She's just getting her guitar and she's gonna perform for us a few lines of
Oh,
Dream.
I brought
Para
my
naman
guitar class.
ma-excite sila lalo to listen to all four tracks. Okay, go ahead, Dia.
Ay, hala. Your phone is getting stuck.
Ah!
Oh no! Ayun oh. There you go. Oh wait,
Okay.
it's just hala. It's a
Yeah, I
space.
think it should be over.
I'm gonna move it a bit para I have space.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, but believe me, I break easily. I'm a cage boy who just wants to be free. To be free of all the love that didn't last. To be free of all the pain from my past. If only it was just a dream. If only it was just a dream. Sorry, I can't help the way I'm feeling. My heart finally stops sleeping. And taking this chance is something we can't try. Even though you may be the perfect guy. But believe me, I break easily. I'm a cage boy who just wants to be free. To be free of all the love that didn't last. To be free of all the pain from my past. If only it was just a dream. If only it was just a dream.
Yay!
Thank
Yun talaga
you.
yung favorite ko dun sa EP. But of course, I also like the other songs. Pero iba yung tama sa akin ng Dream. So, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for
Oh,
singing that for us, Dia.
thank
Thank you so much.
you. Of
And now,
course.
before we let you go, meron ka bang message to all of your supporters o baka lahat
Mhm,
ng mga viewers natin ngayon na baka first time kang
mhm.
makilala ngayon? Please tell us where we can follow you.
Hello, everyone. You can follow me on Instagram at diaxmate. On Facebook, diamate. Twitter, diaxmate. SoundCloud, diamate. It's basically all the same. I think the only thing that's different is TikTok, which is just diamate. There's no X in the middle. Yeah, and then you can listen to my EP Don't Quote Me on all digital streaming platforms. It's on Spotify. That's my favorite one. Um, so yeah, that's you can follow me there. All my visualizers are out now on YouTube to stream and watch if you guys want to do that. Message to the supporters. Thank you so much for listening to my music. I really, really appreciate it. Really warms my heart when you guys send me messages and when you listen to it. It just really makes me happy that people are enjoying my music. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Love you all.
Yay! Thank you so much, Dia Mate. And also, we'll be waiting for your music video for Dream, okay? And when it does come out, to everyone watching, please do vote for it on our official website, mixph.com. But that is it for our MYXclusive interview for Dia Mata today. And later on, guys, 1 p.m., don't forget we have another interview with Ebe Dancel naman. So, marami pa kami interview today. So, just stay tuned sa aming official social media accounts. But for now, this is it for our exclusive interview with Dia Mate. Once again, I'm BJ IE. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.